Hi guys, welcome to game week 30 at Nathbet.com. As you can see behind me, it's a little bit chilly today in San Diego. You're looking at probably about 18 or 19 degrees. I know that you guys are having pretty much of a heat wave back at home. Lucky you. It's a bit cold here today, but we are red hot at Nathbet.com. 4 weeks on the bounce. Lovely profit, £500 worth of clear profit in the last 4 weeks, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic. We knew it was coming. We knew the tips were going to come good sooner rather than later. That's exactly what they're doing. 4 wins out of 4. Let's make it 5. Fabulous 4. Let's make it fantastic 5. I think we've got some good tips for you this week, including one in the Scottish League. I know we haven't gone there before, but we are going to go to Scotland this week as well. But mainly, like I say, in the Premier League. It was a difficult week last week, but we did manage to get that treble up, make that nice juicy profit, and let's make sure that we're going to get plenty more as the weeks go on. Straight on to the double end this week, guys. We're going to go with the game Southampton versus Liverpool, and we're backing the away team to go and get all 3 points. Liverpool to win at Southampton. Now, Liverpool have been in very, very good form as of late, and that's mainly due to one man, and that is Luis Suarez. I don't care where you play him, whether he's up front on his own, whether he's out wide, whether he's in behind Daniel Sturridge. He is absolutely on fire. He's making a late run for that PFA Player of the Year. If he doesn't win that, he's 2 goals clear of Robin van Persie for the Golden Boot. He's going to win one of them, if not both. He's the man in form. And at Southampton, yeah, they're pretty decent at home. They had a good draw. Okay, they had a penalty save by Boruk to thank that last minute at Norwich. But I just think that Liverpool will be too much for them away. They're playing with plenty of passion, plenty of skill. And I think with Coutinho back in that side as well, that's definitely helped the likes of Suarez. 10 to 11 about Liverpool, guys. We're going to take them to win on the road at Southampton. Remember, they didn't have a midweek game this week as well, which does help tired legs, etc. So I think that Liverpool will go to Southampton and win. Close game, but I think that Suarez and co will be too much for them. 10 to 11 about Liverpool. The second team, we're going to go into the Championship this week, and a team that's been doing very, very well. Under the radar, really, with obviously the top 4 or 5 that get most of the mentions. And it's a team that are improving week by week and should be in the playoffs come end of the season, Leeds United. Now, we have tipped them quite a few times before at Nathbet, especially at home at Ellen Road, where they're so strong, and they've come up very proud for us in the past. We're going to back them again. They are in a Yorkshire derby this time against Huddersfield. They're 11 to 10 to beat Huddersfield. But, you know, take that derby away. Like I say, it's a very, very important game this for Leeds United. They could quite easily go into the playoffs, into the top 5 or 6 with a win against Huddersfield. And I think that's exactly what they do. 5 out of 6 Leeds have won at home, and Huddersfield have lost 5 out of 6 on the road. They're very poor on the road. Okay, they had a good win against Middlesbrough in the week, but they were 1-0 down. And I just think that Leeds United will be too strong for them, especially under Neil Warnock. I'm fired up for that game. And I think that Leeds United, especially at that price at 11 to 10, you know, I expect them to be odds on, but they're not. They're odds against, and that's we're going to take them. 11 to 10 to beat Huddersfield. Okay. Best price, 2.8 to 1, 2.9 to 1 with Bet Victor as normal, guys. Bet Victor, very, very good. Double, treble and fourfold. But we're going to take them in the double, 2.8, 2.9 to 1 with Bet Victor. On to the treble. Like I said, the treble came good for us last week. Hopefully it'll come good for us again this week. Why not the double and the fourfold as well? Let's be greedy. Sunderland to beat Norwich is the first one. Now, Norwich can't score. They can't score at home, and they're not scoring away. Okay, they're pretty solid at the back, but Sunderland, I think, with the likes of Graham and Fletcher, that partnership is going to click sooner rather than later. Sessagon's finding a bit of form as well. I just think that it's a very nice price, 11 to 10 again. That odds against, which we like at Nathbet, 11 to 10 to beat Norwich back at the stadium. I think that's a good price. So we're going to take Sunderland to beat Norwich at home. Like I said, we're going to go into Scotland. You know, sometimes I like the models. I like to find good prices. I like to find prices that are in and around evens, if not maybe a little bit odds on. And sometimes I don't find that in the league. And if we don't make, you know, a game. We don't predict a game just for the sake of it. You know, it didn't happen this week in Leagues 1 and 2. I didn't find many fixtures. So we're going to Scotland. We're going to the Scottish Premier League and another derby. Dundee United against Dundee. Now Dundee United are 8 to 13 to win this game. Okay, odds against, but Dundee United have been in excellent form as of late, and Dundee have not won. Sorry, they've only won 1 in the last 12. They are horrible at home. They are even worse away from home. Take the local derby aspect away. I think that's overplayed on certain occasions. Dundee, the second best home side in the Scottish Premier League. 8 to 13. We're going to take Dundee United to beat Dundee. Remember, Dundee United to beat Dundee. And the third one, guys, we are going into League Two. Bristol Rovers to beat Rochdale. Bristol Rovers, okay, they're only 2 points separating the two teams, but they are definitely on the up, and Rochdale are on the way down as of league form. 5 out of 6 they've won at home recently, and Rochdale are winless in their last 6 away from home. It just fits the model very, very well, this game, guys. There's not too many injuries on the Bristol Rovers side, so we're going to take them 7-5. Very, very nice price, 7-5, guys. You might even get big, you might even get 8-5 in places, but 7-5 is a very juicy price for a team that's on the up. Okay, if Rochdale win that game, they go above Bristol Rovers. That's probably why, because they're so close in the table, that they're 7-5. But you know, if you look at the form table, if you do your own research, and you think that's a very, very big price when you look at the form with both sides. 7-1 treble, boys and girls. I know there's a few girls who bet on here, but we are 7-1 with Bet Victor and Bet365. Now, Bet365, if you haven't opened an account with them, do so, especially through Nathbet.com. The banner is above the screen. Click through, get on the link, open an account. £200 worth of free bets, guys. If you put £200 into your account, they're going to give you £200 absolutely free. Remember, I know a lot of you like to bet on Cheltenham this week. If you get a 4-1 winner with Bet365, they will give you a free bet to the stake that you won with for the very next race that's live on Channel 4. Plenty of good offers. They give you plenty of offers throughout the year as well. Make sure, if you haven't opened that account, Bet365 are the boys to go with this week. On to the fourfold. League One, Leyton Orient against Carlisle. Leyton Orient, 4 points off the players. Very important games for this is for Leyton Orient. Very, very important indeed if they're going to challenge and make a late run for these playoffs. 4 out of the last 6 they've won at home. Carlisle have only won once on their travels, and they've lost the last 2. I just think that 21-20, just a little bit odds against, we're going to take them to win that game. It's a lot about importance. You know, we take a lot of things into consideration at Nathbet.com. Players, injuries, form, what it means, you know, whether they're home, away. And this one, like I say, fits the model like the other one did. Bristol Rovers, Leyton Orient fits the model as well. So we're going to take Leyton Orient to beat Carlisle 21-20. 3 last ones for the fourfold, guys, all in the Premier League. Very nice value. In fact, all the ones in the fourfold this week are odds against. Swansea against Arsenal. We're going to back Arsenal to beat Swansea now. Arsenal have just played in Germany. They did have that excellent win against Bayern Munich. Okay, they are out of the Champions League. And you can argue that they've had the fly and they've got to go back and they've got to prepare. They might be a bit tired. You know, flights to Germany these days are a dime a dozen, really. I don't really see that affecting too much. You know, and you look at the quality at Arsenal, then go under a bit of pressure. They've got to make that Champions League, really, for the season to be any kind of a success now. And Swansea been on the slide recently, and you know, why shouldn't they? They can relax now. They've done so well this season under Michael Laudrup. Absolutely magnificent. They've got the Carling Cup under the belt. They're in Europe, and you know, they're 7 or 8 points clear of 10th place in the league. So you know, they're in that stable position where they don't really want to get injured. You know, they're probably playing a bit half-heartedly. The job's already been done, and well done to Swansea. But I just think that Arsenal have got plenty to play for. 13-10 about Arsenal. We're going to take them to beat Swansea. Third out the fourfold, guys, another team who need a result. That is Manchester City, and they play Everton. Now, Manchester City have been very, very good recently. Carlos Tevez is banging form. Everton on the back of that horrible loss against Wigan in the FA Cup. So we're going to back Manchester City to beat Everton there 11-10. So we're going to take them. And the last one, Wigan against Newcastle. Now, Newcastle have just had a very, very difficult game against Annecy in the Europa Cup. I just think that Wigan have got a very, very important next 3 or 4 games, especially at home, if they're going to get out of that relegation mire. I think they will do under Roberto Martinez, who does an absolutely magnificent job. And I basically think that Wigan, this will be a 3 points for Wigan if they can continue on the same form that they did against Goodison Park last week. Then I think that Newcastle are tired. Newcastle, especially in the first half, I think that we're going to get a couple of goals. Kone's the one to watch in that one. They're available 11-8, giving us a 21-1 fourfold. Absolutely fantastic fourfold for us this week, guys. Very, very big price, and why not? Let's go for the 5-timer. If you've got a spare £5, £4, £1.50p, I'm sure there's Pete's long shot for you as ever. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care, and I'll speak to you later. Hopefully, a 5-timer. Bye-bye.